Pittsburgh Sportsline at SIP Sports Bar, 3024 West Liberty Avenue, 15216. Thanks for coming out and watching our show. Thanks to all the people that are here tonight. We got a nice crowd. We appreciate you watching us only on Comcast 7 in Bethel Park, Verizon 32 everywhere in the greater Pittsburgh area. Getting a lot of great feedback there. And people are starting to find out we're on YouTube. Every show is archived on YouTube, so you can see our shows there. We also have a special block of time every Tuesday through Saturday night, 7 o'clock to 8 p.m. So check that out, and you can see us on your TV. And I'm Al Levine, the Talking Machine. I got Smoking Jim Frazier here. Zach Brenner's in transit. He told me he'd be here, but he's on a new streak where he's missed 4 in a row, so I don't know if he'll make it tonight. And we start our show off with What's on Our Mind. Smoking Jim Frazier, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the Talking Machine. And if you want the green, you got to see Levine.
Thanks.
I like to start off each and every show by giving a shout out to my main man, Dan the Man. Makes the best coffee on the planet. If you like coffee, order a cup from Dan. You won't be disappointed. Please take care of your bartenders and waitresses. And if you haven't done so already, do yourself a favor. Grab a menu, because 2 weeks ago I had the best meatball hoagie ever had in my life, and it's because of the Chef Pete's in the back. I tell everybody right now, my birthday is in 10 days, and I only want 3 things for my birthday.
Hold it. What are you going to say? Happy birthday, buddy.
Number 1, I want Kim Kardashian. I know she's married, but her first marriage only lasted 17 days. Hey, listen, has anybody ever seen her baby? Kim Kardashian got the most beautiful baby I ever seen in my life, and it came out looking like everybody. Ray J, Red J, Kanye, Chris Humphries, and me. The second thing I want for my birthday is rehab for the Cleveland Brown players, Josh Gordon and Johnny Manziel. Third and final thing I want for my birthday, World Series for Jay and the Pittsburgh Pirates. I tell you what, the key to the Pittsburgh Pirates World Series run is Jay and Neil Walker. Offense is for show, defense is for dough. Neil Walker should have made the All-Star game. The man's only given up 1 error all season long. And I tell you what, you got people like Bill Mazeroski, who won a Golden Glove and a World Series. Roberto Clemente won a Golden Glove and a World Series. Dave Parker, Dick Groat, Willie Stargell all won Golden Gloves and a World Series. It's too late for Neil Walker to go to the All-Star game, but it's not too late for Neil Walker to earn a World Series ring.
Smoking Jim, that was just fantastic. Now you're a baseball scout.
Yay!
And the only thing I want to give you a little history, there's a guy back in 1979, he was called Bill Robinson.
Who?
Bill Robinson.
Black guy.
Now I know you know him, but you don't know what he did that year. He was the Jay of 1979. He played every position. They couldn't keep him out of the lineup. They put him everywhere, and he has a World Series ring.
Wow.
So you might be on to something, even though you didn't study your Black History Month in February. That's not what's on my mind, but I try to help him here as he's expanding his baseball. So I have a big announcement to make. We had a guest on 2 weeks ago, Smoking Jim, and he didn't have the hoagie. Bob LaFawn is with the Pittsburgh Games. He agreed, I don't know if you can show this, but these are the facts. I may have to read, and you know I don't read well here on the show because I don't like scripts. But we're going to be involved in the Pittsburgh Games, and it's going to be out in their Pittsburgh Mills on August 2nd. We're one of the sponsors there, the media sponsors. There's going to be T-shirts, and it's the first annual Camo 5K Trial Run Challenge. A portion of the proceeds benefit the Homeless Children's Education Fund. So they're doing donations and everything else. The event's 5K. It's along the wooded trails of Agan Park in Springdale, just off exit 12A, Route 28. So get that GPS working, and maybe if we can get Devin to go on a field trip. We're trying to get something as nice as the unicycle tournament, which you took me all the way up the Seneca Valley last year. So we're looking forward to that. They got all kind of different things for breakfast they're giving. You pay a fee to get in there. They reduce the fee. It's $30 to enter. Some of the proceeds go to, you get a breakfast, you get to donate to the different homeless fund and everything else. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's at 9 o'clock, August 2nd. We'll be there filming about a half-hour show of the races and interviewing people. They also have a Steeler there, Justin Hartwig. He's going to be there. I know you know him. He's going to be there. Then the MC of the event, it's not Smoking Jim Frazier. Sheldon Ingram, who's been around for a long time here, he'll be here, Smoking Jim. And I know you're very competitive. Try to be nice to him when he's here, okay? Now, we have a lot of great guests coming up, and some of them told me they have scheduling conflicts. So the first two guests are going to come up, and if we do short interviews, it's on them. I can't help it because you know I'm the talking machine. And we're going to do those, bring them up right now. Welcome to our show.
Hey, it's good being here.
I'm glad I saw you. You were with us a week or so ago. We did post it up, and I did forget to send it to your email. He told me to do Twitter and everything. I don't always put our shows on Twitter. I'm going to start just because of you.
Well, that's one of the reasons I want you to start drinking Burgman Super Water.
Give me that.
It'll help
hold it.
It'll help your memory.
Who are you?
Wait till you start developing superpowers.
I got to wait a while. Who are you? Where'd you come from?
There you go.
Oh, Burgman, Pittsburgh.
Burgman Super Water. Sold
delicious.
Sold only to
should
super
I hold it
people.
like this? Contact Burgman. What's that website?
Burgman.com.
Man, I'm seeing things I never saw before.
Absolutely. X-ray vision, everything.
Wow. You know what? Hide all the women here. Oh, the guys, too. This is ridiculous. How do you even do this?
Yeah.
This is too crazy,
It's
Burgman.
a secret. Super water sold only to super people.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
You know what? You get one more minute.
Yeah, nice. Great.
All right, two.
Yeah.
What do you got here for us?
Well, my Burgman comic book, this is my 4th edition.
Hold it. You got to hold it up because some people take photos.
Really?
We got John Nieder, the editor-in-chief of In Your Face MMA.
Oh,
he
sweet.
does all kind of sports.
Nice. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I've been doing, this is my 4th comic book. On the back is the Mayor Peduto with his victory party.
Show that again. Here, I'll hold the mayor. Devin, I know the mayor.
Yeah, Mayor Peduto is awesome. And came to my comic book signing. I do have some signed comics with
Hold it. Isn't he a
the mayor.
sidekick also?
He's a sidekick at Burgman.com.
Can you explain that to people?
Sidekicks are people from Pittsburgh. Anybody can be a sidekick as long as you email me your photo, tell me some things about you.
Okay, I will. You don't have to tell me again. I will.
Yeah, so in my comic book, I list all the things that Pittsburgh is famous for. Pittsburgh firsts.
Give us 3 of them. Well, even if you read them, I'm okay with reading them.
Yeah, KDK was the first radio station. WQED was the first TV station, nonprofit. And we have the first retractable dome, was the Civic Arena.
And it's gone.
And it's gone, right.
And do you know Gateway's football coach was the first to get inducted into the WPIL Hall of Fame?
Nice.
Put that in your book, buddy.
Yeah, we're coming out with the 5th edition, and then we have the 6th edition on the drawing board. And we try to reach people to help them be the best they can be, particularly a lot of stories in here that are relevant to young people trying to be the best they can be.
We have a 6-year-old here. She just turned 6 in May.
Absolutely.
Yay!
Yeah, nice.
She was 5 last time she was here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so that's the message, all healthy things and good things for people. And
you just put a lot of positive things out there, don't you?
I do, and one of the things I consider Burgman is the goodwill ambassador for Pittsburgh. I've been juggling and entertaining on the streets since
Here,
2000.
I'll hold this so you can flash those rings, because
Yeah.
you're a flashy guy here.
Yeah, I'm all lit up tonight.
Don't give him any more drinks.
Yes.
Whatever you're doing, no more drinks for him. I better drink more. I keep forgetting who you
Yeah,
are.
absolutely. So I consider myself, again, the goodwill ambassador to Pittsburgh. I've met people from all over the world for the last 12 or 13 years, trying to tell people about how great Pittsburgh is, all the high technology, all the museums. And a couple of things I did want to tell you, Alan, is August the 17th, as part of Bike Week in Pittsburgh,
What's going on?
it's going to be a Burgman Bicycle Heaven Museum tour.
Wow.
It's going to start at Bicycle Heaven on the
Tell
north
them where
side.
it's at.
It's on the north side off of Beaver Avenue, and it's the largest bicycle museum in the world. It's absolutely incredible.
Another Pittsburgh first.
Another Pittsburgh first. So we're going to have a ride from 1 to 5 on August 17th. And then on August 20th, we're going to be part of Open Streets Pittsburgh.
Just
Where
explain that to people a little bit. They
Yeah.
may not know. And
Open Streets Pittsburgh, they're going to close down a lot of streets from the Clementi Bridge for several streets, and it's going to be only for people that want to dance, juggle. You can do entertainment. We're going to have skaters, rollerbladers. It's going to be a fun thing, and hopefully in the future, different festivals are going to emanate from that opportunity.
well, after they see how positive you are and what you're doing in the community, I'm sure of that.
Well, Pittsburgh is a fabulous place. We've got Google here. We've got high technology. They say that we're going to become the Hollywood of the East. There
A
are
lot of movies here.
so many creative, amazing people in Pittsburgh. I post on Facebook all the time. I think we're the new New York. That's how I feel.
Can you
about
say
it.
that 3 times?
The new New York.
The new New York.
Yeah, so I've been to Times Square. I'll be honest with you. I think downtown Pittsburgh has the potential of a Times Square.
I'm
Yeah.
noticing a trend here with all the lights. Times Square, you, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're a
So-
flashy guy.
Yeah, well, I try to be flashy. Pittsburgh's a flashy town. Did you ever look down from Mount Washington at night?
Yes.
Beautiful. How could you find a more beautiful city? We've got the Steelers, the Pirates. We've got Smoking Jim, Alan Levine, the Talking Machine. What
Whoa.
more could you want?
You know what? You can get 30 more seconds.
Yeah,
One
that's
more
awesome.
compliment. No, 1 minute.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
definitely will do it. What else is going on for you? Anything else we should know about?
Yeah, I was did a lot of photos at the Pirate games. I usually am on the Clementi Bridge and skating around the North Shore juggling. 4th of July was fantastic.
Wasn't it
Just-
too crowded for your juggling?
No, 4th of July, I went down in the river with all the boats on the river, man. It was incredible.
That's
Yeah,
good stuff.
Yeah. I actually made a couple people disappear.
You want to tell us about that?
Now I can't figure out how to bring them back.
I know how.
Yeah, with super water.
Where are they at?
That's a good question.
I know. Wherever you put them.
I never bought the second part of the trick, so wherever they are, they're kind of in suspended animation.
Bergman, you're unbelievable.
Thank you, guys. Hey, I appreciate you having me on. I'm just trying to carry the message of Pittsburgh. And
Tell them your website again so they can get a hold of you.
yeah, Burgman.com. I'm on Facebook and Twitter, but Burgman.com, Burgman.com, and send me your photo and email and whatever, and
He's
I'll put
telling
you on
us
your
we got to
sidekick.
send them photos.
Be be one of my sidekicks.
I'm hoping I can get that to you right away.
Thank you,
Bergman,
guys.
thank you. I know you
appreciate
got to
it.
go.
Yes.
You take care.
Thank you, Smoking Jim. Thank you, Alan Levine.
I tell you what, everybody that knows me knows I only went to school to play sports, but we are honored to have somebody that's doing it big on a high school level, National Honor Society, and also amateur boxing champion. Please put your hands together for Peyton Brooks.
Hello. You don't even have to say who you are after that introduction. I can't hear, so don't even repeat it. Where's your report card? I thought you'd bring it.
It's online. You know, today's technology.
How am I going to find it? Look at here. Open that up. See if you can see
Oh
it.
my. This is ancient. See,
I want paper.
what's going on?
Well, I think I'm pretty good with technology. You see what I do on Facebook and everything. This is only one
Do you
detriment.
Facebook from your phone?
You already know the answer. Smoking Jim, I just told you about people that ask me questions, they know the answer.
Women.
She fell right into that trap instantly. And lawyers. I don't know how that happens. No, I can't. That's one of the few things. See? Look, I got her twice. Rarely do I stump a guest twice. And she's an honor society member. Smoking Jim, I'm still undefeated. No, I'm very happy that you've done that. And people don't know, but I know you for the last couple of years, few years actually. And I've seen you grow up into a fine young woman and an honest woman in Bethel Park, doing well in school.
Yes.
And I called her out on her, she put the last year's report card out.
No, you guys liked it, and so it came up into today's news
I wanted you to
feed.
explain that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think I put the new one up, though. Did I?
No.
I didn't.
No. I got you.
I'll put it on there.
Yeah. And that's why I was saying it, because I was actually very proud. That's why I like that.
Thank you.
Because it takes hard work. You can't just do it with a pretty smile.
No.
And she got the world's greatest eyebrows.
Oh, my goodness.
Hold it.
you.
These right here. That's her mother. She just was working out and smoking Jim. I think she got a nice right hook. You better be careful. Speaking of right hooks, let's hear about some boxing here. Can you talk about yourself in boxing?
Well, I was out of the gym for a while because I had track season, but now I'm starting to get back into it and start training again. And I was hoping I'd be able to fight in at the Ohio State Fair, but
It's not going to work out?
No, it's too soon. I think it's like 3 weeks away. I'm pretty positive.
You look like you're ready to go anyhow.
I don't know. I mean, I probably could, but I'd rather be
You want to be a
go
winner.
into there confident, you know. And if you don't have confidence, then that's a big factor in boxing.
Smoking Jim will tell you that.
Yeah.
Well, then tell us about track. What'd you do with the Bethel Park track team?
Track's good. I made it to the Whippy Championships.
Nice.
And there's some very, very good athletes that were running there. And the day of was actually a really bad day to run because it was raining and storms the entire day, but we made it through it, and it was terrible, but
Who dominated the track this year? Gateway? They was loaded, wasn't they?
oh, they're always loaded.
Well, somebody has rumors that not everybody's born there or really lives there. That somehow their parents get jobs, because Smoking Jim taught me this. And then their kids just come along somehow, and they're great athletes. We're going to investigate that on another show.
We should.
Because in Bethel, everybody lives there for years because they love the community.
Exactly.
See? And that's why we're on BPTV.
We do
let you
recruit.
come on to our show so you can promote Gateway and whatever activities they have
And
there.
so I can continue to recruit, trying to get Peyton there next year.
It's not happening. The eyebrows didn't work so far. She never heard that line, Smoking Jim.
No, I haven't.
I won't say he's old school, but he's just a different school.
Yes.
Okay? We try to put up with it. No offense meant by it.
But that big trophy, what was that when I seen on your Facebook
That
page?
was from Boards Boxing Gym. I had my first fight, and usually they give out medals, but luckily they were giving out trophies at that fight, and I got a big one.
I saw it's huge.
It is huge.
How tall are you?
I'm about 5'4", 5'5".
Well, it looked as tall as you,
Yeah.
right?
It was big.
Yeah.
It is.
You got to make a special room for that.
Yeah. It's on my grandparents' fireplace.
Yeah, the mantle.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good spot.
Almost at the ceiling.
Really? Well, just have it stand next to you.
Yeah.
Now I see why you need the confidence. To do that, you got to try to get bigger trophies.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Oh, it is. They don't
What weight
pass
do you
up.
fight at?
125, 127. They're like vary, I guess, but
Oh, really?
around there, yeah.
I didn't know that's different levels. I thought,
No, like at my last fight, I was in the 127 weight class, I
Okay.
guess. So
right, even though you're 123.
I was actually 119 when I weighed in.
How'd I guess you were lighter? Running
That's
track
not
will
now,
do that.
though.
Yeah, but that's running track.
Yeah.
You work a lot harder at that.
Yeah, and you have to lift and stuff. It's hard work. It takes a lot of dedication, but it's definitely worth it in the end.
What events did you do in track?
I run the 100-meter dash, the 200-meter dash, and the 4x1 relay.
And how do you do in those sports?
I do pretty good. I'm the first leg for a relay, so that I get us a good head start.
Nice.
And I like it.
Good.
I like it a lot.
So you're pretty fast?
Yeah.
Can you give out any times that you have? Are you allowed to say?
I can't say. I'm trying to think. I forget all the time.
You're too smart to forget. You know, you can't come on our show bragging about your honor society and not know a time. Like, is it 10.8?
I honestly can't. I couldn't even tell you right now. I can't.
Where's your mom at?
I save the times on my phone though. So
Where's your phone?
over there.
You're one of the few guests that hasn't brought a phone up.
I mean, okay.
You want
I
to check
could
it on
say-
mine?
In the 200, my best time from indoor was 27.4.
That's moving.
So that's pretty good. And girls are running in 26s.
Really?
Really fast girls.
Well, ask Smoking Jim what his best time in the 200 is.
What was your time?
Well,
He'll tell you. Listen.
I was an All-American in 100, 200, and 400 in college, so that's a long time ago.
But he never tells times. Isn't that amazing?
I hope I get to run track in college.
Do you?
Yeah.
Are you looking at any schools?
No, I'm just trying to see what comes to me, and I'm trying to do research.
You're waiting for some
on-
offers?
Yeah, and I'm hoping to get scholarships because
Sure, it helps.
of how expensive school is nowadays.
Well, what are you going to be then? An engineer or something?
Yeah, I'm looking at electrical
What a guess.
engineering, and I think I may want to go into the FBI or work for NASA one day.
Really?
Maybe
Yeah.
you'll be the first woman on Mars.
You never know.
See? Interplanetary travel.
Yeah, it's a lot of
You don't
work.
hear interviews like this all the
No,
time.
you don't.
Well, I wish you the best of luck with that.
Thank
And I know you got other commitments here that you have to take care of. And you can't visit with us and talk to Smoking Jim about eyebrows and everything later.
And she's going to be one of our future co-hosts for our boxing. I can't wait now.
Wow, I just got a new
Well, that's what he
announcement.
said.
Is that, well, he has the only vote on that. That's how I got on board with him. I could get voted off the island any time with that.
Never.
Oh, okay. Well, he said it on air, folks. I forgot my towel. Peyton, it was a pleasure having you here.
Well, thank you.
And I hope I wasn't too rough on the report card.
No.
Okay. All right.
I'll make sure I put a picture up and you can check it, not on your phone, but on the
I'm good on a
computer.
laptop. I have a laptop. I should bring it here so then you can see I'm good at it.
Yeah, because that, you got to update.
Are you? I'm sort of happy with this. I can text
And you can call.
and I can take a photo too. Not too good.
So that's all that matters, I guess.
Okay. You get out of here. It's a pleasure. Thanks a
you.
lot. Why don't you introduce yourself, Scott? Tell everybody who you are, the ones that don't know you, and your growing fan base here.
Growing fan base. I'm Scott Umberger. I am the co-owner of Umberger Performance, which is in Robinson Township. We are a sports performance and wellness facility. I'm the co-owner with my cousin who just got traded to the Philadelphia Flyers.
Yeah, don't say
So
that.
don't
too
throw
much.
anything out. Don't throw anything at me. He's now with
Whoa, they're dropping keys.
the dark angel enemy, the Flyers.
Yes.
That's my business partner, and we're both plum guys from Plumboro.
I know. I have a cousin, like I told you before, Stu Rulnick, that's coached and lives out there for years. So
East Side guys.
yeah, it's a small world. Matter of fact, we met at MMA at the Green Tree Sportsplex.
Yeah.
Steve introduced us. Our mutual friend Steve said we should meet. I didn't realize we had so much in common.
Got a lot in common.
Smoking Jim, I call him up and we traded phone, messages. Guess how long I was on the phone with him? An hour.
Wow.
He didn't miss a
Talking
beat.
machine. It's playing catch up.
He didn't miss a beat. He was throwing so many things at me, he didn't know I could answer questions. He thought I could just talk. I mean, unbelievable.
Great conversation.
That it was. It was one of the best I've had for a first-time conversation, too. Away from MMA.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Was it history? We were talking History Channel and
Oh, man, I think we even covered aliens or something at one time. We might have mentioned aliens, but we cover that. But what we're here today is we got you help with MMA. Matter of fact, you're right near the Fight Club.
Yeah, actually, we're in the same building.
That's what I thought, because
Yeah.
when we went out and when we got your Jamie Chesney 4X T-shirt, it was right next to there. I go, there's Umberger Performance. And me and Zach were hitting the different gyms. And then I meet Scott like a month or so later. And that's how we're here. He actually helps a couple MMA fighters that are going to be fighting this Saturday.
Yeah, Adam Milstead and Mark Jericho.
There you go. And Mark, that's one special guy. I was telling you off the air, and I've said it on air and even other people, that he was unreal at the fights as a coach. He was predicting moves. He was telling his fighters what to do. They were prepared. It was one of the best coaching performances that I've heard and seen.
Yeah, Mark is a very intelligent fighter. A large part of, and my personality is, I'm an over-preparer. You know, my wife and I just adopted a baby, and my baby bag has 15 diapers in it, and to get everything. It's just in case, right? If I don't have 200 extra wipes, I freak out.
Worst case scenario type of guy.
Right? Yeah, I can have 5 extra. But this is the way my personality is, and Mark, you know, we're preparing for his first UFC fight. You know, we had a conversation.
Right.
Get away from everybody. Because if wherever we go, whether it's Sacramento or San Antonio or Seattle, you're not going to have your buddies around.
Right.
You're going to be in an environment that isn't Pittsburgh friendly. You're not going to have your people. Get used to that. Get comfortable
Sure, it can
with
be
that.
hostile.
Yeah, you're going to be other fighters, and they're fight people. I mean, it's going to be a couple of people you know, and that's it. You're going to be staying in a foreign town. You're going to be trying to do weight cuts.
Sure.
We're not staying in a hotel. There's going to be a lot of challenges, so let's prepare you for that when it comes. You know, you're going to be fighting between.
So you're
6
talking
and
the
7 o'clock.
physical and the mental aspect.
Oh,
of the
it's
game.
all mental. Yeah, I mean, when I'm a physical preparation coach.
Right.
I'm not a personal trainer. I'm a strength coach, and being a physical preparation coach is seeing the big picture.
Sure.
You know, we get blood tests to see how.
So you break
how the
everything
nutrition-
down to
Yeah,
see exactly
absolutely.
what they need, where they're deficient. Like all the things I tell you that I've learned on my own, he already has all these plans and tests that he can do for the guys and girls, so they know. He guides them on these weight cuts. To me, when you hear weight cut, it's dangerous.
Yep.
And it is to a point, but they know how to bring you back from it health-wise and everything else, because it could be bad for your heart and other organs.
Just doing it right, doing it safe. And one of the fighters at Fight Club, Salim, he said that, and I just gave him credit because he had the greatest line referring to this. He said, the week of the fight, you should feel like a king. The day of the fight, you should feel like a god. And it's not like that. Specifically in amateur MMA fighting, where you have to do a day of weight cut. In wrestling, there's a day of weight cuts. You don't have the opportunity to feel like that because you're dropping so much water weight. In MMA, with professional MMA fighting, a day before weigh-ins, you have the opportunity to do that. So why wouldn't you set yourself up for success? And give yourself that opportunity to go in and be the best you can be. And prepare. We have 8-week camps. And we everything, top to bottom, from diet, water intake.
Since you have a list of everything, what's, say, your top 10 things you would do? I know you got to know.
Well, it's...
When you meet an athlete that's going to do something like the average.
No, okay, top 10 list for specifically what?
What they would need to do to be successful.
In MMA?
Yes.
Professional?
Amateur.
Amateur?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm starting out. Here's why. Because if somebody comes into this and they watch some of it, they might say, hey, I'm interested
Yeah, I
in
wanna
this.
do this.
I've been watching it. How do you even get to that level? That's why I'm bringing you. I told
Okay.
you I'm a basic guy. Let's build a foundation.
That's a great question, because most of the people listening aren't professional fighters, right?
Yes.
I think that there's two avenues. The first one is general conditioning and general performance training, which is where I come in, where my
Okay.
role is. You have to be there's a certain level of strength you need. There's a certain level of general fitness that you
Okay.
need to be able to go to the skill side of MMA.
Right.
Because you're a boxing expert. That's, I don't know, 25, 30, 40% of MMA. There's so much more to it. So there's such
Right.
a heavy skill component to it, which is what the attraction is, I
Sure.
feel, throughout the United States, throughout the world.
Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, the
yeah.
ground game.
It's so complex. I mean, and as we watch the UFC, certain things come in and out. Just like the Tampa 2 defense in the NFL, it's in and out. Run and
Good
shoot,
analogy. He's an NFL scout also.
Okay, well, so we all get that, especially being Pittsburgh and Steeler fans.
Right.
We live and breathe football.
It's in our DNA.
So from that side, you have the skill component, which is so important. But then you have the general fitness side. And then once that's established, the general fitness stuff is going to allow you to pick up the skill much better. And then once we get that established, there's just so much time that needs to be put in.
Here's
with your
just
skill
a
training.
basic thing. If somebody were interested, they're not in the best of shape, how long would it take where you could get serious about being an amateur?
Well, I would
MMA
say at
fighter?
least 6 to 8 weeks of just general conditioning, because if you go to a boxing class, how are you going to learn? You're going to be tired.
No, this
You're
is
going to be tired in 10
out of the
minutes.
ordinary, but a lot of people today, they want all this instant, gratification. It's not going to happen because you got people that want to hurt you.
Well, 2/3 of every MMA gym in the United States is expecting to be in the UFC next week.
How's that working out?
Now, I've trained 2 first-round draft picks in the NHL. There's no from the
Mention
age
their
of,
names.
RJ Umberger and JT Miller. JT Miller just fought.
Congratulations.
They're both Pittsburgh guys, which is better yet, right? JT just he didn't get a lot. He didn't play in the Stanley Cup Finals, but he did play in the playoffs. Had a very good season and is ready to. He's focused and ready to take a very serious role with the Rangers. And there's some rumors floating around that as long as he comes in and has a good camp, there should be no reason why he shouldn't be a center on the 3rd or 4th line.
That's great.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
But sorry, what did you ask me?
How long would it?
He's throwing me off.
I always try to throw a guest off.
He's throwing me.
I was throwing Steeler DNA and everything in us, but no, I was saying, how long would it take them to get to the level where then they can compete? In your mind.
I mean, honestly, I would say 1 year to 2 years before you do an amateur fight to do it right, and then several years from there. I mean, I think that there's no short answer. I mean, look at me. I just
want it honest.
Yeah.
I just want it honest.
It's years.
That's all.
I mean, how can you step in and I'm going to be in? Really? You're not going to be in the UFC next week. I mean, there's guys that have been doing it their whole lives, and they're battling and fighting. I mean, you box for your whole life. Mm-hmm. Look at the professional athletes. You're professional.
Right. Well, you just heard the last guest, the young lady, Peyton Brooks. She could fight in 3 weeks. She's already won a couple fights. She said, I'm not confident enough to go in 3 weeks because I just come off of track.
Absolutely.
Different muscles, different strength.
You have to be focused, and I mean, there's general and there's specific training. General training is general training. It's not rocket science. It's just general training. Have a general fitness level, and with all my fighters, after a fight, it's just general stuff.
Right.
Let's put back some of the size and strength back on, and then as we get closer to a fight, they don't even come in and see me 10 to 15 days before a fight.
Really?
And within a month, I might see them 2 or 3 times because everything that they're doing has gone from being very general to being very specific, which is all done with their fight club, with their fight team, doing fight-specific stuff. Yeah. Sure. Now, I'm writing some of that stuff.
Are you?
And some of the energy system stuff, which is your cardio.
Right.
I'm writing some of those workouts, but it's all done specific to what they need to do and specific to their game plan. And
and their style of fighting?
Yes,
maybe?
exactly.
Okay.
And Mark Jericho's taught me a lot about that. What's your opponent going to do? What are you expecting? Game planning. I'm not game planning with them. They're the experts. But I'm getting feedback from them so that we can customize the game planning to them. Do we need to do more conditioning on the ground versus stand up versus...
This is why I wanted you on the show, because now you're hearing the back room part of it. Like, we've gone to many MMA fights and all that stuff, and we're around people and they want to go out and fight. And I'm like, a realist, how are you going to do that?
Yeah. And here's the reality of it. My cousin RJ, he's in his vacation home right now in Hilton Head with his family. He's still putting in 10 hours a weekend.
You 10 hours a week?
A week. He has 3 kids under 5 years old. Craig Adams, another one of my clients, has 3 kids under 5 years old. He'll spend 2 or 3 weeks in Calgary visiting his parents and a couple weeks in Boston.
So you stay in shape all year long to keep that edge.
It's not just in shape, it's getting better. And they're putting in, both of them have 3 kids under 5. I mean, I know what one kid's like. Yeah. I can't imagine having 3 kids that age.
It's a geometric type of thing. Yeah. It's not just
but they're putting the time in.
Yeah.
RJ makes, close to $4 million a year, and he's still putting those hours in. And that's what it takes to be a professional. Mark Jericho is managing his daughter, his wife, working at the Fight Club, training with his MMA stuff, and putting time in with me. Not a lot of guys can do that. Right. And that's why Mark, there's going to be a lot of guys that are good fighters in this area, but they're just going to be lower-end professional fighters.
Sure.
They're not going to make that leap. Mark's a special one, and you're going to see that.
The pride of Bloomfield. There you go. We'll see him on the 12th there.
Yeah, on the 12th, he's
now, is that
hopefully
the
it's
feature?
another stepping stone.
Is that's the main feature event, or one of a couple?
Well,
I'm not sure.
I mean,
for you it is.
Oh yeah, for me, absolutely. I mean, how many undefeated fighters are going to be fighting Saturday night?
Yeah.
Not a lot. So Mark is obviously one of the features coming out of the area. All you folks out there that may be on the fence, it's the tickets aren't cheap. It's a little bit of sticker shock, but when you're getting, I mean, how many fights are on the card? 8 fights, 10 fights?
I think it's 8. Yeah, it may be 10. It depends. The final card. We're actually having next week, Smoking Jim. We're having the announcer Grant Burgger is going to come on our show. And he just was supposed to get the information today to get it firmed up on how many fights there actually are.
Yeah, and it's tight. So, it's very tough with MMA, with making weight cuts and guys making and not making. But
and injuries.
Yeah, and injuries are another. Yeah, absolutely.
All the time.
Injuries are a huge deal.
Yeah, another thing. Friend of our show, Chris Dempsey. Yeah. He's in the UFC because somebody else dropped out of a fight in Ireland. So
really?
he made the UFC. Wow. So I mean, shout out to Chris Dempsey. Friend of our show, great guy. I call him the Beast of the East after the way he's beating up people. So, I mean, just a great guy, too.
Yep.
Yeah, from Ambridge, right?
Yes, sir.
Local guy making it.
Yeah,
it's
so
fantastic.
This is all good. Now, how do they get a hold of you? Do you have a website, Facebook, or anything you want to put out there? Because we could go on and on. I'd like to dig into
4 hours.
At least.
Smoking Jim's like, no.
No, he likes his stuff. He's getting into MMA now, so as long as we don't talk history, unless it's black history and stuff like that. I only say it because I don't see color, but he does for some reason. So, I mean, he's wearing all black. He didn't give me the memo today. So, yeah, the last fight we wore all black.
I was going to go Johnny Cash, too, but right? I wasn't sure how it would show up on camera.
No, you look very nice. We got the scouting report out, so how do they get a hold of you?
Facebook is probably, or website is umbergerperformance.com. Twitter handle is umbergerperform. Our Facebook fan page, I put a lot of stuff up because obviously it's pretty easy. If you're into youth sports training, just human performance in general, there's a lot of information on there. I typically put it up on that Facebook page, which links to our Twitter account, as opposed to the website, because it takes a lot longer to post stuff on the site.
I don't even have a website, because we get about 1,000 people a day coming to our Facebook page, so I understand.
A lot of information. It's good information, and if I get something that's pretty good, I've been so busy in the summer because the schedules are busy. But there's a post from a colleague of mine in Boston who just trained 2 guys that won the College World Series from Vanderbilt, just talking about them not specializing as athletes when they were younger. It is one College World Series, and they didn't specialize in baseball at 12. Wow. They played all sports and they made it to the highest level in college baseball. And they're probably he has to work with at least 300 Major League Baseball players.
That's amazing.
So he knows, and that's what he's promoting is, let's practice, not play.
Have some fun.
Yeah, have fun and be an athlete, not play 400 games a year.
Wow, I like that. On that happy note, we'll have you back another time.
Thank you, Al.
Definitely. It was great having you here.
Thank you very much, guys.
You take care.
How are you?
Hi, Ray.
Hello. Got you a gift.
Thank you.
Hold on, you got to show it because this is the last time I'll see it. Tell everybody who you are.
My name's Raylyn.
And what do you do?
I'm a professional wrestler. Yay.
They're in shock. Smoking Jim, there's rumors that he brings models up all the time. And I think he does.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice photo. That's the first and last time I'll see it. Thanks for bringing it.
No problem.
Now, you know I have some pat questions like, do you like sports?
I love sports, yes.
How about a favorite team?
Favorite team? Well, I am from Pittsburgh, so obviously I don't like the Steelers. I'm a Colts fan.
All right. Will you cut this? She's a bad lady in wrestling. Bad. You know, we're bleeding black and gold. You better stop that.
I'm bleeding blue.
Colts are my favorite.
The
team.
only thing that's bad.
We just became best friends.
Yeah, but he just goes more for pretty women and what they like. He's a Steeler fan his whole life. He's in the Steeler war room. He helps them on the picks that they have. He got a Mike Taylor.
He's lying to me.
Yeah. No, he's an honest man. Just remember that. So why do you like the Colts?
Just from living down in Kentucky, you know, I didn't really get to watch the Steelers much, so I just started watching the Colts and I started cheering for them.
Oh, you mean that
Pat
blue?
McAfee,
You didn't like
best
Seth?
kicker.
You didn't like
He's from here.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, he's actually a plum football guy.
This is something I didn't know.
Yeah,
But he
well,
did
that's
come-
why we offer this stuff on Pittsburgh Sportsline. He's actually a friend. He worked for a friend of ours, Andy Sebastian, who has, you saw our magazine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's Rudy Subs, and guess what? You can ask McAfee if he ever worked there.
Oh, for
He said
real?
it was the best job. Here, take that. Andy Sebastian owns that, and that's the restaurant where he worked his first job, and he became a superstar.
2
After
degrees,
that.
right?
He actually
Yeah.
came to some of our wrestling shows.
Did he?
Yeah, he came to a few of them at OVW.
Well, you better get right to the wrestling. Where do you wrestle at?
Well, right now, I wrestle everywhere, really. It just depends
Give me
on
one
who
spot, then.
messages me. Right now in Pittsburgh, I wrestle at PWX in McKeesport.
Okay.
I've only wrestled there once, but I'll be wrestling there while I'm living in Pittsburgh right now. Next
How long are you
weekend,
going to be in Pittsburgh then?
I have no idea. Like, everything's really
I
up in
like
the
this
air with it.
wrestler.
I go
Usually I get
everywhere.
answers to questions, and hers actually make sense. And they're usually yes and no. Yeah, I live down the street here, and I've been here 3 years. I like pretty blue colors, so I started watching the Colts.
Yeah, really.
I understood
Love blue.
that. Yeah. Blue's one of my favorite colors, but I like black and gold. I'm wearing dark deep
He's
blue.
wearing
It still look good in yellow. It's the hair.
Oh, I could go a little darker. I need it when you get that darker color. Let me have some of that. So you don't know when your next wrestling gig is, or?
I do know I will be in Knoxville, Tennessee on July 19th. I'll be wrestling there. And I think after that, it's July 26th in Pittsburgh and McKeesport. I think it's in Beacon Street. I don't know.
Beacon Street,
Beacon
right in the
Street.
city of McKeesport.
Yes.
Okay.
So that'll be
And
my
when
next
is that?
live event.
You say the
July
26th.
26th.
June
Guess-
26th, yes.
June 26th.
July.
Well, you had us almost there. We have to announce a boxing
sorry.
match.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We have a heavyweight boxer. Shout out to him, Jason Burgman. He'll be back on our show before his fight. There's Madness at the Meadows at the casino. He's going to be boxing there. You know, out in Washington, PA. Get your bodyguard to take you out there. He knows where the area is. He's staring us down here. He's there. I told her to answer the questions. She won't give a straight answer.
I don't have straight answers right now with it.
You are an evil woman here. Now I know why you're a bad person in the wrestling.
How did you get into wrestling?
Well, when I was younger, I always watched wrestling. I always played sports and everything. And as the years went on, I was like, I could do that. Every time I watched it, I was like, I could do that. I could do that. And then finally, I was like, I'm just going to go do that. So I quit my job doing hair, and I moved down to Kentucky, and I started training at OVW. So
Get out. That's
yeah.
wow. Now, what weight class are you?
There are no weight classes. I fight everyone.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
So if somebody's
I get
like-
beat up a little bit sometimes.
Yeah. Say a 250-pound young lady,
Yeah.
you'll fight her.
Yeah, I'll fight her.
Anyway, you heard that first. You know what? Move over a little bit. I think she bit my elbow. Here, have some fries. Calm down a
I was
little.
like, she's hungry.
No, that's just a little drama here. So we're trying to have some fun. So you just started what, a couple years ago then?
I started training last March, and I had my first match last August.
Wow.
So I'm
You
still
gotta be
really
kidding.
new to it.
You're green, actually.
I'm very green.
Here, you can have a green pen. See,
This is my
Levine,
gift for
you got
coming
green.
today.
She got the green. That's unbelievable.
But
Who coaches you? Where's your coaches at?
Well, actually, he's been training me lately.
Say who he is.
This is Dylan Bostic.
Did you win it all?
I win sometimes.
Well, just tell me you won once.
I win all the time. All
no,
the time.
don't lie to me. Just tell me you've won once.
My mom tells me I'm a winner.
My mother told me that too, and I still believe it. And I'm old.
See, I will win.
Okay, that's what I want to hear. Okay. I'm about the positivity. You're just winning challenged right now.
Right.
Okay.
I'm on a winning challenge.
Right. Don't talk too much about it. The next one will be your first win, is what I would guess.
No, I had a win.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get an answer. So you did win once.
I think I won like twice.
Now, have you ever had concussions?
Yeah.
Have you ever been concussed? Because I'm sort of noticing a pattern here. It's not just being blonde.
No,
Okay.
it's not just being blonde. There's a few concussions
Okay.
sometimes.
Well, I hope you recover from them to win another one. Okay? Because we want to have you back. But do you have like a Facebook page or
I do. I
a
have
wrestler type page or anything we get a hold of you? Or are you working on stuff? Or am I just talking here?
Well, I have my Twitter. It's at Ray_Lynn, RAY_LYN.
He's a slow writer.
And then I also have my Facebook page, which I think is just rayray.k.
RayRay.k.
Oh, yeah.
Now I know you've been concussed. I can't even forget that if I got knocked out.
And me and Dylan are actually working on our world tour right now, so that's hashtag Bostic Raylin World Tour. We're going everywhere, and we're wrestling everyone. Everyone.
Wow. That is awesome. Oh, to tell us about your workout. He's got to keep you in shape. What are you doing here?
So, I mean, every day, there's at least 30 minutes of cardio, an hour and a half of lifting usually. So with wrestling, there is no off season. I can't bulk up. I have to stay lean all the time. I always got to look good in those, little outfits there.
Hold it.
So,
Jim, can I show that again? It's always better if you hold the outfit.
It always look like this. So there's that, and then we train in the ring a couple hours
I would
a
hope
week
so,
too. Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
You don't want to get concussed every time.
No. But that's usually when it happens, is in training. Someone will
Okay,
drop
don't
you
do
on your
that
head.
anymore then. Just fight. Just have your wrestling
Just have
matches.
a fight.
Yeah, that's all. Keep it simple. Go with that plan. And you plan on traveling the country, the world, wherever you get an offer to fight.
We've been wrestling everywhere. Actually, before I moved back to Pittsburgh, we were in 7 different states in 7 days.
Wow.
We went with, we were actually extras on WWE, which
Were
was
you?
really cool. Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That had to be fun.
It's a ton of fun. It was
Yeah.
so much fun.
That's
It's a long
great.
week, though.
Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine.
So,
Not much sleep there, all that working out and stuff,
working out and eating good and
Yeah, having
keeping
fun.
going. Yeah.
That's what you're looking for. Well, we'll have to keep an eye out for you to when your next match is. And
Yes.
thank you for liking Pittsburgh Sportsline. We hit 3,111 because of you.
I'm 11.
I think so. She put us over the top. So we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ray K.
Thank you.
I won't
Another big
forget
hand
that.
for Sugar Ray Lynn.
Jason the Whip Willett, it's a pleasure having you here.
It's good to be back, Al.
And I appreciate the drink. Definitely. Now, you're fighting when? Tell me when you're fighting.
I'm going to be fighting this Saturday at Pinnacle.
How about that? That's the 12th, Saturday night.
Yes.
And you're going to be at the Isoplex at South Point.
Yes.
That's where it is. So I'm aware we're going. So we're going to see you there.
I'll be looking forward to putting on a performance.
That's what I hear. I hear there's a little bit of controversy about this fight. You're like a mild-mannered guy outside the ring. I've never seen you this fired up. Folks, he's fired up.
Yeah, I'm going to be fighting Charlie, the Madman Gathers from Altoona. He actually called me out. I've never called anybody out, never disrespected any of my opponents, but this one's a little bit different because he hit a little bit close to home.
Did he?
Yeah, he.
Can you talk about it? Keep it clean.
I'll try to keep it as clean as I can. But basically, He denounced my sponsor. He denounced my manager. And then he called me out. I've never been called out before, so I can't take that lightly. I don't plan on going out there and finishing this one quick. I plan on taking my time and making sure he has something to remember me by.
Really? Wow. Folks, I know he doesn't look upset, but I always call him like a baby-faced assassin here. Now he proved it. I mean, I got to drink more of this. I'm getting scared here. Wow, I've never seen you so inspired. It looks like there's going to be a lot of action on Saturday night.
Yep.
What fight are you in? Do you know, did they come out with the schedule on where you're at on the card yet?
I'm really not too sure of the order, but
Because I heard it was coming out. I didn't know if anybody heard.
Yeah, I fought for Dave Click before, and he always stacks his cards up, pretty good. So I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to end up on the card, but either way, I'm going out there.
It doesn't matter. You're going to be there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm showing up.
Nice, nice. How's your training going?
Oh, it's going great. Best training camp I've had. I feel like a broken record saying that, but I mean, I got Hank Hanasick here in my corner. Erdman Brothers, Team AMS, the whole crew will be there.
Yeah.
This fight, we actually have 3 Marines on the card. We also have Brennan Eckhart and Matt Falk.
Oh, really?
They're also a couple of double dogs.
Nice. I like the Marine contingent there.
Yep.
Definitely. No, that's great. And with drinking stuff like this, I got to come out, watch you work out, and drink this.
You're always welcome to the gym, Al.
Oh, I know, but I'm afraid you guys might want to toss me around the ring a little bit. I'm not in shape like that. I might look good, but I'm a little bit older than you, so I don't want to go in there. I know boxing, they said defend yourself, but that MMA, I might lean on you because I weigh a little more than you. Right? When you're trying for the takedown.
Oh, yeah.
What weight class are you going to be in this time?
I'm going to be fighting 145. I'm probably going to be at 145 for quite some time now. Yeah, 155 is just too big. Those guys are coming down from 185, 190. I walk around at about 170, so, I feel...
I still can't believe that. When you tell me you're about 170 each time, I go, that can't be true, but you're muscled up there, my friend. I respect all the hard work you do.
Yeah, I figure, if I'm going to do it, I might as well just go all in. There's no point in half-assing it. You got anything you do in life, you got to do it the best of your ability.
He said he was half-fast. Yeah, he's usually faster, but he was at the half-fast point, so I understand that. You got to go faster, that's all, my friend. There's no problem. So that means you lose only 25 pounds each time. I thought you were losing that the last time. I can't keep track of this cutting. With this, I could understand. I need some water to wash all that down. I'm getting energized. Maybe we could run and do some cardio.
Yeah, you could do a few laps around the building here. I see they got some pretty good hills around here, I noticed.
They do. They do. If you go down towards the Liberty Tunnel, go down there, it's about 3 miles away, and then come back. It's all hill coming back here.
Yeah,
that might get your car. No. Ride your bike all over the Pittsburgh area. I like the tours of that.
Honestly, I'd rather run than ride my bike.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Pedaling up those hills are tough.
Feel the burn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get you. We had some nice hills here. You get right up the road here is McFarland. You can go down there and then run back up. It's a nice little steep grade.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to give it a try.
And then there's another one that this will blow you away. You got to go on Potomac Avenue. All right? And if you can run up Potomac Avenue, you're my new hero. You have to have Hank give you a tour. The angle is about like that. Did you? Then that's the road I want you to run up.
Right,
matter of fact, even running down is hard because it's harder running down a hill.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's the hill for you. Since I played football around here, we never even tried that hill. Yeah, you got to drive up it sometime. I don't know if that truck or car could make it, let alone you.
That sounds like a challenge, Mr. Levine.
You got it. I want to see it. I'll go there right now.
We're getting it on videotape.
Are we? You got to do it, Hank. If he can do that,
he can run Potomac.
Can he?
Oh,
if your
yeah.
coach said, then I believe it. Then you're going to win this fight. There's no doubt. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm winning this fight, and I'm doing it in devastating fashion.
Devastating fashion. You heard it from the whip. Look at how he says that.
Yeah.
How many tours did you serve?
I just did 2 deployments. Did the 31st MU, which is the Marine Expeditionary Unit, and I was in Afghanistan.
Thank you for doing that. My son, since I last saw you, is in the Navy. He just graduated today from his boot camp and everything, and
Oh, that's
he's going to be
wonderful.
going out soon. He's going to get his orders maybe on Thursday.
Nice.
So we'll see where he goes. So no, it's something. I'm proud of you to hear this stuff. I didn't think you were this obsessed with the guy, but I knew something was up when I.
Story behind there, though.
We'll find out more off air. He was already half-fast with the story, so I don't want to get the fast version of it. We'll just do that. So anything else happening that we could talk about that you have going on, or you're just so focused?
Yeah, I'm just focused on Saturday. Yeah, normally I like to promote myself a little bit better, but this fight, the only thing I've been focused on is training hard.
One thing before you go, we always like to promote your sponsors and everything else. Do you want to mention a couple of them if you can remember?
Yes, first and foremost, I'd like to thank Fractured City here. They've been with me for a long time now. I'd like to thank the law offices of Joseph Alexander Paletta, Doggy Doo Grooming Salon. It's on Gibsonia.
Nice.
Triangle Roofing, Luigi's Pizza, the Muddy Cup Coffee Shop in Bellevue.
King's Enemy.
Yeah, King's Enemy. And that's all I can think of off the top of my head.
For being as focused as you are, that's great. I wish you the best of luck. Thanks for your drink. Hey, enjoy that green tea that I gave you. You can just hang with them and come on up. Because she told me she's 6 now. And this is a family show.
This is Elizabeth. You say hi.
You want to say hi to your mom?
Say hi,
and
mommy.
sisters?
You gonna say hi?
You're not
No?
allowed to eat on the air, though. You can drink water and stuff. No, thanks for coming on our show.
Thanks a lot, Al.
Hank, always a pleasure. We appreciate what you've done for us. We wish you the best of luck in everything that you do.
Thank you.
And your fighters, they're ready to fight at all times.
Yep.
And you got the greatest photographer out there, Chris.
You know, all joking aside, everything we've been through, everything that's going on, if it wasn't for her supporting me and standing behind me, that wouldn't matter. So, thanks, Chris.
And he said it on air. We're not cutting that.
It's AKA Gym Mom.
Jim Mom, yes.
I know. I like that page.
She does have her own Facebook page.
I liked it. I liked it. You can see I was one of the early likers.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were.
I do that.
Jim Mom on Facebook.
Yeah,
Yep.
I understand
Family fitness
that.
oriented.
And we're going to be winding down the show, but I wanted to just honor you
Thank you
by
so much.
having you on here, because you got this guy. He's scaring me right now. Will you quit
Tell
staring at
Al,
me?
thank
You're not going to run
Thank you.
Potomac right now. You don't have to. And I want to thank everybody for coming out to see the show. Thank you. Jason, best of luck. I'll see you at the fights. Thanks for watching us on Verizon 32, Comcast 7 only in Bethel Park. Thanks for all the likes on Pittsburgh Sportsline. We appreciate it. We'll see you next week. We may even see you at MMA fights. Take care.